Good afternoon, everybody. A hearty welcome to all of you. Thank you for spending time with us today. This is the Shopping Sherlock Business Overview. My name is Sherry Tabb, and we have a packed house today, as we always do, to find out what it is that is going on the Internet. And I will tell you up front that what you're about to see today is the most exciting way to not only save money on the Internet, but to make money on the Internet. My pleasure today to introduce our first speaker, Mr. Ken Stoll. Hey, Ken and I have known each other for just about 10 years. We met back in Cincinnati with a business venture that he was heading up. He is such a heads-up entrepreneur. He started his own companies. He's built massive teams throughout his years of successful business enterprise. He is building one of the top all-star teams in the Shopping Sherlock. He has industry legends that have joined him. So it is my distinct pleasure to let Ken take the reins today. And before I do that, I do want to tell you a couple more things. Ken is not just a heads-up entrepreneur that got the Sherlock right away, but Ken has a family of 7 children. He and his wife, Lisa, just have a beautiful family, so he knows that he has to do it right to take care of that family. This is what he's found, and we're proud to share it with you today. So Ken, if you will, please take it over.
Sherry, thank you so much. And indeed, we've been friends for a lot of years. And when you started calling me a couple of months ago, I said, Sherry, I cannot afford to make a mistake or exert calories or time or attention to something that is not profitable. Well, my love and trust for you, Sherry, absolutely turned me around when I met Chuck Williams and when I met the power of the business model of Shopping Sherlock. We know for a fact, though, as we keep our calls really tight, and last night we didn't get into the compensation plan, so those of you that are tuning in to hear about the compensation plan, today's your day. Let me answer a couple of key questions. Is there a need? Well, there's a tremendous need for people to save time and money online. And let me paint a backdrop for you if I could, and that is, have you ever purchased anything online? Do you know anyone that's purchased anything online? I know it sounds rhetorical, but the question is, there's a tremendous need for people to save time and money online because it's a wild, wild west. WWW stands for Wild, Wild West of the Internet. So when you go to a merchant-specific site or you Google it, we save all the time for you to finally go to a site, and it's called Sherlock It. Put in what you want. This company will rival Google, Facebook, and Twitter. I'll explain later. But what's in it for you right now is question number 2, which we will answer. Can you give away an application? Can you give away an application? Nothing to download, no need to change service providers, internet service providers, no need to do anything. Can you give it away? Give it away for free to friends, neighbors, relatives, loved ones. The answer is yes, you can. What's in it for you is you can override the time and savings that they'll experience online. I liken it to Kayak. Kayak, K-A-Y-A-K, organizes the travel industry in terms of a bucket, and that is rental cars, hotels, flights, and so forth. Imagine overriding everything on the Internet. Kayak is a huge company, but it does not touch in comparison to what we're sharing with you today, and that is the entire economy that's online, e-commerce. Now, have you ever dreamt of earning money online? It's all of our dreams. We've learned about the Zuckerberg stories. We've learned about the dot-com boom and bust. But this is today your chance to learn more about how to earn money online. And does it work? Oh, you better betcha. 5.6 million transactions have already been conducted. It's not on trial. Will it last? Oh my. Will the Internet last? Will e-commerce purchasing last? Who helps me? See, that's why we do these calls, noon and 9 Eastern Standard Time. And what's next? Well, we invite you to join us. We invite you to join us. And there's so much energy with this business model right now that I want to thank Sherry Tabb for slowing me down long enough to say, Ken, I know you're stubborn, but you're not stupid. And Sherry, you coined the phrase, heads up entrepreneur. I'm going to end with this. Ted Turner, I watched an expose on Ted Turner, who saw something that was so powerful, and that was his TBN. ABC, NBC, CBS, they all said, no, you can't do it, you can't do it. He lobbied Congress, and he was the first one to do it. And Ted Turner doesn't have any intellectual superiority, but what he does have is a vision. He says, hey, I read the newspapers, I see what's going on. We capitalize on a trend. This is not a trend. This is not a cycle. This is a company that's going vertical. And what we need to do to tie it all back, is there a need? What's in it for you? How does it work? Will it last? Who helps me? That's why we're here. This will change your life. I promise you. I want to hand the call over to the top income earner who's reached the top of the pay plan with Shopping Sherlock, who will take the call away and explain exactly the 6 aforementioned points that we want to answer for you today. Thank you very much, Chuck and Sherry.
Hey, Ken, before you go too far, Sherry introduced you as the founder and owner of a company called Consumer First. Can you tell me just a little bit more about that? How many people did you have in that network company that you were the CEO of?
Well, it's interesting you say that, because the best deal that never was. I introduced 25 people to it. It grew to 25,000 inside of 9 months, and the down payment was $500 to participate in the online economy and the brick and mortar economy. So it had gravitas, and I was happy to be at the helm there, but sitting on the egg of operations, the headaches that it ensued. But I know that I know.
Chuck, so let me repeat those numbers. 25,000 in 9 months, and it was a $500 entry point. What was the monthly on that?
There was it was an optional, but it was $24.95 to up to $99 per month.
All right, I'm going to come back to that in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, but I want you to know that the internet is not a fad. And Ken saw that years ago, and now he sees it even brighter and brighter today with the Shopping Sherlock. The internet's just changing life. I mean, you think about the last time you went to a restaurant or anything, everyone's sitting there on the computer, on their laptops, on their phones. It's an evolution that's happening. And it's absolutely no secret that there's people making a lot of money on the internet. The secret is, how do you make money on the internet? How does the average person around the world make money on the internet? Well, that's why we're here to introduce you to the Shopping Sherlock. It is the next giant web innovation. We believe it's going to be a legacy company. It's going to be iconic in the industry. It's going to be a multi-billion-dollar company. And we've got back that up with some early statistics. Look at the growth of our company just in the first couple of years. Now, Michael Weeder started this company in May of 2012. 2013 was our first full year in business. We experienced a 300% growth in that first year, year to year. This year, so far, 2014, in the first 6 months, we've already equaled the sales of all 2013. But the pace we're on a pace to triple the sales, not just double the sales this year. And many of us that are in the know because of the mobile app and some different things that are happening, and some of the icons that Ken Stoll has brought to the table, we believe we will far exceed tripling the business. It'll be more like quadrupling or more. Well, what does that mean for you? It's the first chance you have as an individual to participate in this trend that's happening called e-commerce. Let me give you a quick statistic that says it all as far as I'm concerned. E-commerce, online shopping, did $55 billion in 2003. $55 billion in 2003. That's a lot. But then when you look at the slide you're looking at right now, 10 short years later, 2013, e-commerce was doing $1.3 trillion, and it's still a baby. It's just getting started. Projections are it'll go to $5 trillion and beyond. It's amazing what's happening. Now, the only thing more amazing than e-commerce is mobile commerce, m-commerce. Look at these statistics on Facebook. Just as recently as December 2011, Facebook was getting 0% of the revenue from mobile devices. In April of 2014, they were getting 59% of their revenue from mobile devices. The people that are in the know, the giant companies, the Amazons, the eBays, the Yahoos, they are projecting that m-commerce, mobile commerce, will grow faster and be bigger than e-commerce. Well, what's that mean to you? We're in front of both trends. We have an incredible opportunity to be in front of both the e-commerce and the m-commerce trend because we are developing our own mobile app that's going to be, it's already in beta. In fact, Sherry's going to talk next. She'll tell you a little bit about this beta test that's going on. But the features of the app are incredible. The same shopping comparisons that you have on our web app will be on the mobile app. Daily deals, flights, hotels. One thing that's going to be on the mobile app that's not available on the web is a price scanner, where when you're out in the traditional retail stores, you can actually scan the barcode, and the Shopping Sherlock will go to work, help you find the best price. Then you can negotiate with the owner right there and say, would you like me to buy this on my phone here and have it shipped to my home, or can I buy it from you, match this price? It's awesome. Branding, coupons, and an incredible system to invite others. There'll be a marketing system included in our mobile app to where even consumers, not just us affiliates, but even consumers can see where their apps are going as they share their app with friends and people around. So does the Sherlock work? Absolutely. Last year, 2013, we had 5.6 million people, 5.6 million people click search and use us to find the best price and make sure they're getting the best price. That's amazing. What's in it for you? It helps you save time and money. That's important in today's economy. So one of the things when you're looking at a business is you ask yourself, what's the pain? You know, what does it solve? What problem does it solve? The problem we solve is we help the average consumer go to one place, the Shopping Sherlock, and assure themselves of finding the best price and the least amount of time possible. So what does the Shopping Sherlock actually do? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm going to turn this call over to the very capable hands of Sherry Tabb. She is one of the top leading female affiliates in the world. She's one of the top handful of affiliates in the United States, and she is building a massive international, and I repeat, international. This is a global business, and so I'm going to turn it over to her for our demo today. Sherry, take it away, please.
Hey, thanks, Chuck. I appreciate that very much. Folks, this is the engine that is now driving our company. Now, what Chuck just talked about with the mobile app, that is our future. But let me show you what we have on the web right now. This is where everything starts. This is where you send people or where you go yourself to save time and money, and we give this away for free. That is just unimaginable. We're not charging anybody for it. Give it away for free. You simply enter your email here and click Start Saving Now, or you click register up here. You'll choose a username and password of your own, and once you've done that, you'll just go to the shop login, type in your username and password, and off to the races we go. Now, what's fun about the Sherlock is that literally you can save on anything from A to Z, from automotive accessories to zoo tickets. There's just, if it's online, you're going to find it right here in one spot. Now, we are international, so the first thing you want to do is choose your country. We are customized in 16 different countries right now, but that number is changing. We'll be at 21 countries in just a matter of a few short weeks or months. So lots of things happening as we expand globally. But it's very simple to do. Once you choose your country, you'll see the shopping partners that we work with in that particular country. We're here in the United States. So I'm going to do something a little different today. A while back, we bought an old used car, and it didn't come with a remote control. So it was a 2005 Chevy Trailblazer key fob that I wanted to find. Now all I have to do is click search, and all of our shopping partners are going to come up on one page right here. Now our dealer told us each individual key fob was $125. So I'm going to go to Amazon first. Now I'm going to do a high-level overview. I'm not going to do a full search just for sake of time, but we have a complete video demo of the product. So if you get back with the person that invited you, you can see the entire thing in a much slower fashion. But Amazon's the granddaddy of affiliate marketing and online marketing. And as Chuck said the other day, affiliate marketing is simply we get paid for sending business to other companies. So here, as I'm shopping, I mean, right away I see I can get, instead of $125 from my dealer, I can get one of these for $18.32. And again, I would just scroll, making sure it's the right model. This is 2006. I don't want that. But I know Amazon doesn't always have the best price. They're the biggest out there. Doesn't mean they have the best price. I'm going to go back up here to my Shopping Sherlock tab on my browser, and I'm going to go, and I could go through, and I would go through each one of these if I were buying this today. But I'm going to go just to eBay for one more example. Now, eBay is not just a online auction site. You can actually buy things in what they call it Buy It Now scenarios here. Sorry, I just was trying to get that off the screen. Okay, that was $18 over at Amazon. Here's one for $12.95. $12.95. A pair of them for $20.95. Now, we bought it. We actually found this, and this was a few months ago, for $15.33 for two. Instead of paying $2.50, the savings, even at $21, that is an incredible savings. And folks, that's what happens all the time, every day, in real time when you use the Sherlock. But we have much more to offer. You can go and find flights, hotels, daily deals, Lord, Groupons, living socials, deal chickens. They're all aggregated, meaning we pull all of those in to the Shopping Sherlock. That's what the Shopping Sherlock is all about. And I can choose by city, where I live, or if I'm traveling. It's a very robust search engine for daily deals, and those deals are typically no less than 50% off. I love daily deals. We have Sherlock deals. These are special deals that our CEO has gone out into the marketplace to find, again, to offer us great value with quality products, and there's more coming with that. We have a cashback program, which is simply what it says. Not only are you going to get savings on what you're buying, but you're going to get cash back in your pocket. It's as simple as clicking a button to download. You get a toolbar that's you see up here on my website. This is just the cashback portion of the Sherlock. It's not the full Sherlock, but it shows me in real time how much money I've saved. I've already saved almost $75, and there's more coming. I made a couple other purchases the other day, and it takes anywhere from 3 to 7 days for it to show up. But folks, the savings is not the whole composition of the Sherlock. You can use it if you're a small business owner. Use it as marketing and advertising. You can advertise any business you want right here in the featured business area. You can offer coupons on anything. And folks, when you own the license, if you're a Sherlock affiliate, you can change this as many times a day as you want. This product is just unbelievable. The mobile app, however, takes us to the next stratosphere. When you can have power in your pocket or power in your purse for shopping, as Chuck said, you can price scan right there at the shop. You don't have to come back and plug anything into your computer. It is going to be launched in September at our European convention. We're working on it right now to make sure we've got all the bugs worked out so that it works as seamlessly as possible when it's released to the field. When we can share the Sherlock right through our smartphones, that's a whole different ballgame, folks. That's a game changer. So I'm excited about this product. I wouldn't use the Sherlock. I would not use the Sherlock. We don't Google things here. We Sherlock them. So, Chuck, I could go on and on. You know how excited I get about this product. But I think that's the high-level thing. So I'm going to send it back to you to complete the story for us. Chuck, you might be muted.
Sherry, I appreciate that. Ken Stoll, get ready. I'm coming to you in just a minute here. I know you're not ready, but get ready. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you a little about CEO Michael Wyatt. He is an internet guru, and we don't throw that term around loosely. He's been involved in the internet space since 1994. He's built successful businesses on the internet, made millions of dollars. He's taken some of those capital he's raised and invested in the network marketing industry. He's put the seed capital in 2 companies. He's been the CEO of a network marketing company. He's placed a CEO. The man has tremendous experience, tremendous competency, and most importantly to me, he's trustworthy, and I can't say enough good things about this guy. He is the right man to be leading this company into a legacy company. So Ken Stoll, you had a company, you put 25,000 people into it in 9 months. That was about 10 years ago. You've always in the back of your mind thought you'd do it again. You had another run. Why did you choose to join Michael Wyatt's company as an affiliate as opposed to starting another company on your own? Could you share that with us real quickly, please?
Absolutely, I will. And, you know, that's an itch you can't scratch, because I knew I had built so many relationships over the years that people had hope, the most powerful emotion in the human spirit, and that's called hope. And I know the financial times that we are in right now, that people want to have hope. And when Sherry said, Ken, I don't like to look at another run or last run or anything else, but I knew, particularly understanding Michael Wyatt's story, an industry icon of e-commerce, when I said life would be so much easier if we would have listened to him 10 years ago. and that is he could have salvaged my consumer first business that I invested, oh my gosh, Chuck, enough money to send the kids to the college of their choice. So I've duked it out in the conventional world for the last couple of years, and we've provided for our family. But when I see something that's getting ready to go vertical, when I understand that it's possible in today's economy, particularly worldwide e-commerce, for an individual to earn 6 digits per month, I said, sign me up, train me later. And the bottom line is, Michael has delivered, you've delivered, Sherry's delivered, and the only thing I did was reach out to the brightest people that I know, industry icons like Ron Head and Chuck Warner, and I said, Chuck, Ron, what do you think about this? And he said, Ken, same as you. I see it. I see where the puck's going. Like Wayne Gretzky said, he's not the greatest and the smartest and the most athletic on the ice, but he saw where the puck was going. Heads up entrepreneur, I want to key in on that. And the heads up entrepreneurs understand opportunity when they present themselves. And I was unbelievably denied of an opportunity that I put a life savings in. A life savings, again, to send the kids to the college of their choice, and lost it 10 years ago. When I said there's no fuss, no mess, no management, no headaches, and it's ready to go, it's new but not a startup, and it's ready to rock and roll, I said, sign me up, train me later. And now I'm having so much fun just building and promoting and doing what I want to do, and that's hug and love on people and change financial futures. And I guess the biggest part, Chuck and Sherry and Ron, is restoring hope in American capitalism, restoring hope. Call it MLM, call it network marketing, but let me tell you what it is. It's effective. It works. If the right product or service is online, with the right integrity at the top of the line, like Michael and like you, Chuck. So that's what I was motivated to do. So thank you for allowing me to tell my story. So back to you, Chuck Williams.
Thank you very much. And he did say that, ladies and gentlemen, in the middle of a meeting, right in the middle, he goes, sign me up, train me later, because he got it. He understood, and he knew Michael Weeder, and he knew his track record. Speaking of Michael Weeder, I want to turn the call over real quick to Ron Head. Ron is one of those icons that Ken Stoll mentioned that he reached out to, and Ron is building a huge team, unbelievable leaders he's attracting. But Ron, someone with your background and experience, what drew you to the Shopping Sherlock? Mr. Ron Head.
Thanks so much, Chuck. And boy, after Kenny was through there, there's not anything more to say. Just say ditto, okay? But much of the same things that Kenny was talking about when I talked to Michael, and you know, and he's the real deal. I mean, when he talks to you, it's just down to earth, and he's just telling it like it is. And, you know, I'd love for you to be a part of the team, be a part of the family. And that's what I've always strived to do in this relationship marketing industry that we've been in for about 44 years. And, you know, the fun and excitement comes, Chuck, from seeing families and seeing individuals' lives when you lead them to something that's the real deal, and all of a sudden they see it and they get excited, and boy, that incites me, you know, and then I really get excited and enthused, you know, and that's what's going on right here, right now. You know, it's been said, Chuck, to accomplish great things, we must not only act, we got to dream. And we not only plan, but we got to believe. And so, you know, the things I was thinking about this morning and from our meetings the last 2 nights here, you got to act when you see something that you know is real. You know that you know. Go ahead and start dreaming about it, but then put that plan together to make it happen for you and your family. You got to believe you're in the right place at the right time. Chuck, you said it a while ago. Sherlock has us ahead of the 2 of the largest trends in the world, folks. You've got to wake up to that fact, understand what you've got a hold of right now, and do something about it. See, we're ahead of e-commerce. We're going to be ahead of the mobile, how about that? I'm learning, man, as I go along. We're ahead of mobile. But get that sense of urgency of doing it now. I used to tell a little story about what if each one of you had a shovel this morning, and this big gold mine out there in Alaska, they called you out there and said, let me tell you what we're going to do. It's the biggest shovel I could find that you could lift, and you can get down in that gold right there, and you start digging that gold out. And you dig as fast as you can dig, because the only thing I can tell you is I'm not sure how long I'm going to allow you to dig. Let me ask you a question. How long a coffee break would you take? I could see us digging like crazy. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you just keep? See, that's the thing right now, Chuck. We got people that signed up 3 weeks ago that are still thinking about this is a great thing, and they listen in on the calls, and they're part of the team, they're part of the family, and that's wonderful. But I look through the downline, and they got 34 and 35 people underneath them already, and they still have only sponsored one person. Go get it done today. My goodness sakes, put your feet in the foundation today, and let's build something that will last generation to generation. I love this team, Chuck. It's the best one in the company, and I ain't met any other team, so I can really say that. Back to you.
Well, there's plenty of good teams in this company. We got all kinds of great cross-line people. But let me ask you one question before you go, Ron. You've got a 44-year history. You're a very humble man. You don't talk about this, and you shouldn't. Let us talk about it. But you've earned millions and millions of dollars in this industry. In fact, you've earned multiple millions in a single year before. What's the largest team you've ever built with a different organization?
We together, and boy, I always want to put we together, okay? Because you know, I said give me 1% of a bunch of people. You can have 100% of me, because I'm not very worthy of that. But we all work together hard, and we did have at one point just less than 400,000 on our team, and so you know it made us look pretty special. But when in fact it was all of us working shoulder to shoulder, Chuck, and that's what I see happening right here.
All right, great job. We're going to come back to that number in just a couple minutes here, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm not going to cut you short here. I want you to really get your hands around this opportunity we have. And here's a lady who gets it. She saw the opportunity early on. She used the product. She became an affiliate, and then she said, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. I am an entrepreneur. I want a piece of this company. So she's actually a shareholder of the Shopping Sherlock. Now, Michael's not seeking investors. He's not seeking shareholders. He's given a part of his company away. We're going to talk about that in a minute. You can earn a piece of the company. But this lady right here, Laurel Langmeyer, she's one of the shareholders. And check her out on Google. Check out her website. She is an entrepreneur leader. She is one of the top wealth success coaches in the world. She's helped over 2,000 people become millionaires by teaching them to become entrepreneurs. And I've heard her say on more than one occasion that the Shopping Sherlock is the best vehicle for the average person to become an entrepreneur she's ever seen. You share the free product with other people, and they benefit, and you get paid. That is the bottom line of our company. Now, as you share this product with other people, they use it like Sherry taught you how to use it, and as they benefit, we earn usage affiliate income. Currently, the last couple of months, we've been averaging $2 per active Sherlock. Our goal by the end of this year, 2014, is to get that to $4 per active Sherlock. Now, when I say the word active, let's define that as one that's being used a couple times a week. Not necessarily something being purchased, but being used a couple times a week. Some people doing some searches, checking prices, making sure they're getting the best price. That constitutes an active Sherlock, and the active Sherlock, on average, the last couple months has been paying out $2. That's worldwide. So the more you give away, the more people use it, the more money you make. All references to income implied or stated through this document and the Shopping Sherlock Compensation Plan does not guarantee any level of income earnings to any affiliate. Earnings from the Shopping Sherlock Compensation Plan depend solely on the web app usage, sales, and each affiliate's skill, ability, and personal application. Now, becoming an affiliate, you want to purchase the Shopping Sherlock system. It's $249 one time and a low monthly subscription of $34.95 to keep your business active. We're just going to talk about 2 of the 9 ways of making money right now. First way, well, we've already talked about usage income. That's the foundation. Think about that for a minute. You know, somebody gives away 100 Sherlocks and they're active at $200 per month right there with 100 active Sherlocks. That'd be $200 a month residual income. For what? For giving someone away absolutely free. Now, the team building side is optional. You don't have to do both. You don't have to qualify. You buy your system for $249. You stay active by paying your $34.95 a month. You can give away an unlimited number of Sherlocks, and you can earn an unlimited amount of usage income. That's exciting. But if you're a wise man, like J. Paul Getty said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people than 100% of my own effort, kind of like what Ron said, building his team to 400,000 people. Same thing here. Why not leverage yourself? Why not teach other people to give away free Sherlocks and make usage income? Now, when you sell 2 systems, you earn $100. Every time you sell 2 systems, you make another $100. 2 teams. This is going to be real, real important, this next illustration I give you. Every time there's 2 systems sold on your right team and 2 systems sold on your left team, you make $50. Now, here's what's exciting about that. Well, there's several things exciting about this. We'll go through a couple of them real quick. Number one, this pays down through infinity. Number two, it's global. No matter where your business spreads around the world, every time 2 system sales on the right, 2 system sales on the left, you make $50. It's 24/7. Doesn't matter when time of day. There's no cutoffs at the end of the month. Every time there's 2 sales on the right, 2 sales on the left, you earn $50. That's exciting. Let me give you a quick illustration. We call it the power of 4. When I'm getting a new person started, the first thing they want to know is, how do I get my $249 back? How do I earn that money back? It's what every business owner wants to know. What's break even? What's my ROI? Okay, here you go. You make 2 sales on the right, 2 sales on the left. Every 2 personal sales, you make $100. So with 4 personal sales, you just made $200. Now you put 2 on the right, 2 on the left. If you remember what I just told you, every 2 sales on the right, 2 sales on the left, you make $50. Now here's where it gets really, really exciting. Please hang with me for a minute. You teach these 4 to do the same thing that you did. Go out and sell 4 Sherlock systems. Make $250. That's what you teach these 4. When you teach these 4 to do that, without you making another personal sale, you just made $200. Because if the 2 on the right and the 2 on the left each sell 4, that's 8 new sales on the right, 8 new sales on the left. That just made you $50. No matter where it happened in the world, no matter how deep in your organization. Now, if those on the right and left do the same thing, the next month, the new people each sell 4 systems, that next month you would earn $800 in 50 cycle bonuses. And you can do the math. If those new people on the right, new people on the left each sell 4, you'd make $3,200 in the next month. It's an amazing system of compounding and leverage like you've never seen before. And this is the foundation right here, the power of 4. Now I want to talk to you about residual income. The same 2 teams that you get paid $50 for every 2 new sales on the right and 2 new sales on the left also pays you a residual income. Every time 2 people on the right and 2 people on the left pay their $34.95 monthly fee, you earn $10. Let me repeat. Every time 2 people on your right team and 2 people on your left team pay their $34.95 monthly fee, you earn $10. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think for just a minute here. If you teach everybody on your team to give away 100 Sherlocks, and let's say they're all active. It'll never happen that way, but let's just say they're all active. That'd be $200 a month in residual income just from giving away a free product. How long are the people going to keep paying $34.95 if their business is producing a couple $100 a month? How long is it going to take you to get 100 active customers? Well, that's up to you. First of all, it depends on how well you teach them to use the product. If they understand the value of the product, they're not going to quit using it. You could take every one of us that understand the product out of the business, and we're still going to use the product because it helps us save time and money. So the better you illustrate that and convey the value to your consumers, they're going to stick with you and they're going to use it every month because they're going to want to get the best price. So I want to use Ken Stoll's example. He built a company in 9 months. People paid $500 to join his team. Think about this here. If he had an unbalanced team and he had 5,000 of those people on his left team and 20,000 on his right team, just with this one way of making money right here that we're looking at, the residual income aspect. If he had 5,000 on the left and 20,000 on the right, of the 25,000, he got to pay $500. His monthly residual income, just from this one of 9 ways of making money, would be $25,000 a month. Now, in my experience, in my history, it's just my experience, yours might be different, but in my experience, this one way of making money represents about 30% of my commission. So if his experience was the same as mine, that would put him at about a $75,000 monthly residual income. That is exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that's purely an example based on what he did with another company 10 years ago. But they were paying $500 to get in the business, to purchase their product. Here, it's $249 to buy the Sherlock system. So it's half the price to get in. And the residual aspect is incredible. What if his business was a little more balanced and he had 10,000 people on the left and 15,000 on the right? That would be a monthly residual of just this one way of making money right here of $50,000 a month. And if it proved to be about a third of his income, which is the case in my experience, his total income would be about $150,000 a month. That's why a man like Ken Stoll, with the experience and success he's had, sees this as a great opportunity, and he doesn't have all the headaches of being a Michael Weeder. God bless Michael Weeder. Please pray for Michael Weeder, but he's got a lot of headaches running a big company like this. We got it made in the field. All we do is give away Sherlocks and help people learn how to do the same thing. Well, what about an icon like Ron Head? Him and his team built a team of 400,000 people. Well, there is a cap on the $50 and $10 cycle bonuses. It's $20,000 a week. So just with that $20,000 a week cap, his income for the year would be $1,040,000 a year just from these two ways of making money. And because Ken Stoll enrolled Ron Head, Ken Stoll, as a global power affiliate, would get a 20% check match on Ron's $1 million. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, do you hear what I'm saying? That $400,000 that Ron's done before, he needs about 10% of that to cap out this pay plan at $20,000 a week. Now, the $20,000 a week is just the $50 and $10 cycle bonuses. The other 7 ways of making money, there is no cap. And so Ron Head would begin a 20% check match on hundreds and even thousands of people in his organization. There is no cap on your income, just these 2 ways of making money. So let me repeat that for you. If Ron Head built a team 10% what he's done in the past, him and his leaders, he would be capping out our pay plan at $20,000 a week on the $50 and $10 cycle bonuses. And that'd be $1,040,000 over the course of a year. Ken Stoll, as a global power affiliate, 20% check match, would be making $208,000 a year just on Ron Head's check match, ladies and gentlemen. Now you see why Ken Stoll is willing to get in a car and drive 5-6 hours to help Ron Head anytime he needs it. It's exciting because we win by helping others win. Now, as a diamond in the business, as Ken Stoll gets a 20% check match, as a diamond, I get a 30% check match. So when Ron Head gets to the point where he's capping out the pay plan by doing 10% of what he's done in the past, Ken Stoll's making a $208,000 check match at 20%. My 10% override on that would only be $104,000 on the efforts of Ron Head. Now that's on an annual basis, and that's a check matching. That's just one way of making money, ladies and gentlemen. So now you get an idea of why the icons in the industry are flocking to the Shopping Sherlock in droves. They see that we're in front of 2 major trends, e-commerce and mobile commerce. We have a guy at the helm of the company that knows what he's doing. He's been here for 20 years. He sees the trends, and he's positioned the company right in front of those trends. And it gets even better. I talked to you a little bit about the 20% check match or the 30% check match at Global and Diamond. Well, here's a little chart that illustrates that for you. In addition to the check matching, which is the best in the industry, you get a chance to be a company owner. As a global power affiliate, 2.5% of the company's equity is put aside for globals. Another 2.5% is put aside for diamonds. So we share in the equity of the company. When dividends are issued, if the company were to sell for billions of dollars, we would get a share in that by helping Michael Weeder build the company. Now, the first thing people ask is, well, is his intention to sell? No! This is his baby. This is what he's dreamt of his whole life. He loves helping people. This is his legacy company. This is where he wants to leave his mark on the world, helping millions of people around the world both save money and make money on the internet. This is his baby. But you got to admit, if Google came in and said, hey, I'll pay you $10 billion for your company, he just might jump at that opportunity. And if he did, us that are in the field building it are the greatest asset whoever would buy us would have. But he's also rewarding us by giving us equity in the company, and you can earn it by going global. We're not going to get into all the qualifications. Get back with the person who invites you. They can tell you how easy it is to qualify, and it really is. To be global and qualify for a 20% check match and to qualify for equity in the company, the qualifications, I personally did it in 21 days, and that's not the record. Now, you might not do it in 21 days. You probably won't. But if I can do it in 21 days, you know it can't be that hard. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, you are in the right place at the right time. Are you ready for your life to change? It's like Ron said, treat this with a sense of urgency. Get after it. This fall, we are going to hit hyper growth, hyper momentum, and you have a chance to be at the very apex of this company. You heard from a Ron Head who's had 400,000 people on his team before. And he was very clear he did very little of that. It was his leaders that did most of the work. But that's how it works. You introduce us to a few leaders, and they introduce us to a few leaders who introduce a few leaders, and it just starts to expand and compound around the world. Brandon Ivy's on this call. He's one of the top leaders in the United States, cross-line buddy of mine. His business is exploding in Japan. In the last 90 days, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's last 3 months. He's added like 300 people in Japan alone. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just scratching the tip of the iceberg. All right, I got a little excited today. I'm sorry. I've spent the last 2 nights with Ron Head. He's expanded my vision a little bit. He's given me a sense of urgency. I challenge you right now, get back with the person who invites you, lock in your position immediately. Tell them, hey, that dude was excited. I want to catch that. I want to get excited. I want to have hope. I want to give other people hope. That's what we're all about here. And so get back with the person who invites you. Tell them, what do I got to do to get signed up for this thing? How do I get started? How do I get positioned? And then we're going to teach you 2 simple things. We're going to teach you how to give away Sherlocks, and we're going to teach you how to share this opportunity with other people. That's all we do. It's that simple. So God bless you. I want to thank Sherry Tabb, Ken Stoll, Ron Head, and I want to thank you for listening in. You've been a great audience. I pray you'll come join me in Diamond Club, because diamond and freedom and helping other people is what life's all about. God bless you. Have a great and awesome day or night wherever you're at.